Welcome back to Apex Investor, a channel where we look at the biggest and best opportunities in the stock market before they happen. We evaluate what happened today. So this is the update for Friday, September the 17th. Market just closed a while ago, and the big loser today was PTGX, negative 62% today. Of note, the two stocks that Wall Street bets were expecting to squeeze big time today did not. The hedge funds, the shorts had their way with these two stocks, and they seem to have won the battle, at least for the time being. So IRNT was down 26% at $30, and OPAD was down as well, around the same, negative 31%. At $13. So we're going to look at both of those stocks, see what happened. What is the story there for today? It seemed like there was a battle taking place between retail investors and the short sellers. The volume was 15 million respectively for IRNT and over 22 million for OPAD. The winner today was CRVS, Corvus Pharmaceuticals, American biotech company, 135% increase today. So we're going to take a look at that as well. I think it warrants an investigation, and at least looking into this. Why did it go up that high? So let's look at IRNT first. And you can see after hours, it's continuing to go down just slightly. But it was trading between $30 to $37.64. I was saying in my previous video that you don't want to be chasing the stock, and I was right. At the very least, if you're wanting to buy into the stock, you're going to have to wait for the more appropriate entry point, which is $10 to $13 if you're an expert Apex investor. If you're more of the hard difficulty Apex investor, you're looking at an entry point of 13 to 17. And then if you're a little more bullish, want to take more risks, medium difficulty, I was saying 17 to 20. And then your average investor will probably buy in around this price right now, 20 to 30. But since the shorts are targeting the stock and they seem to have won, at least today, this stock might fall, will continually fall, perhaps. Not a guarantee. It might rise up. It might go right back up to $50, $45 to $50 range. But that remains to be seen next week. But for now, the shorts have won the battle, at least the battle for Friday, quadruple witching hour, not having to cover for the stocks, the options that closed below $35 at least. So it did close at negative 26%. So again, if you're bullish for the stock, and I mean very bullish, you probably want to buy in between $20 to $30. Hasn't reached 30 yet. So this might fall a little bit more Monday with a bit of fear and uncertainty and doubt going on with this. Next, we're looking at OPAD. So again, they too fell 31%. Average, I should say the volume was 22 million. Again, way above average, but so was IRNT. But the shorts won that battle, at least today. If you're looking to get into the stock, I was saying as well, you want to get in at a price of $8 to $10 is your ideal. That's expert mode, 8 to 10. Hard mode, again, video game analogy here. If you are looking to get into this, you're looking at $10 to $12 for hard mode, and then normal mode, 12 to 13, I think is just about right. So we're almost at support of that level of support, 12 to 13. And the day's range was 1263 to 1794. I do feel very good about this stock in terms of just numbers, not so much the business itself, but based on support and resistance, yeah, this is going to go right back up. So this has a better future outlook compared to IRNT, in my opinion. This already hit support, at least a decent level of support at 1263. Just looking at today, at least, yeah, it did hit just under $13. So they did hit support and it even managed to rally a little bit towards the end. But overall, it is negative 31%. You can see the after hours, they are up, indicating, yeah, people are still, they haven't given up on this one. Although they did lose the battle somewhat today. They didn't finish above 17 or 15. They finished below $14, which was probably the price that where they had to cover a lot more of the options if they closed above 14. So they closed below 14, meaning this is support. So if you wanted to buy into the stock, then it would be a good price to buy into this on Monday between the prices of 12 to 13. Again, for normal mode. Hard mode, you're looking again at 10 to 12. And then expert mode, you're looking at 8 to 10. But again, your entry point will make or break you. So take that as you will. I'm not a financial expert advisor, but I have pretty good instincts. So I hope that helps you out if you are looking into those stocks. Lastly, Corvus Pharmaceuticals, before we get into the trending stocks, Corvus Pharmaceuticals was up 135%. They're up another 13%. So this one really, could I say it squoze? I think it might have squoze today. At least today it did. And looking at this stock in the last 6 months, let's look at the year. Yeah, clearly, if you're an expert Apex investor, you want to get this $2 and below. But if you are looking at the hard mode, then $2 to maybe 2 to 250. Yeah, 2 to 250. And then normal mode, you're looking at 250 to I'm going to say 350. 250 to 350. So those are very small ranges. But because this is a much cheaper stock, that's why those ranges exist. So I do feel this is going to get shorted, because looking at this price, 135, this is definitely going to get shorted again. Or not again, but this might get shorted, become a target for the shorts. So once again, let me repeat those tiers. If you're an Apex investor, you want to get this between the prices of $1 essentially to $2 as your expert entry point. Hard entry point, you want to get into the stock 2 to 250, and then normal mode 250 to about 350. So once it hits 350, that'll be the signal for you to buy if you're an average investor, or a normal mode. Hard mode, again, $2 to 250. And then if you're even more patient, again, the expert Apex investors would wait between $1 to $2. And incredible volume. The average was 245,000. That increased by a 1,000% or 100 times. So why did the stock go up so much? It's a biotech company. And we have a news catalyst. It says here, Corvus Pharmaceuticals is surging higher Friday on abnormally high volume, again, times 100. The stock might be trading higher, so it's speculation following favorable data results by AstraZeneca for patients with unresectable stage 3 lung cancer, which is kind of ironic because there are a lot of natural remedies for cancer, which I cannot name, but starts with an I, and then next letter is a V, next letter is a E, and then next letter is an R, and then an M, E, C, T, I, N. Yeah, that actually look it up, you'll see that that is actually a possible cure for cancer, literally a cure for cancer, even late stage cancers. So anyhow, that's the story there. That seems to be why it went up that much, besides all the kind of meme stock going behind that. So let's look at the trending meme stocks next. Trending stocks, we again look at the big losers here. Those are the movers and shakers. Anyone above 10% or negative 10% or more, we look at those. Sava was up 10% today at $48. And we'll look at metamaterials a little bit closer. We also have XOS, which was also up over 10% as well today at 750. And then closing out with AMC and GME, as we always do. AMC finished in the negative. Actually, Bitcoin 46,000 US dollars. And AMC, once again, negative 4%, finished at 44.20. And GME finished at 204.97. Will these two ever see the mother of all short squeezes? I cannot say. I cannot say they will. I can't say they won't, but we do know resistance. If it does reach those mother of all short squeeze projected levels, we're looking at AMC at least $70, perhaps even 100, perhaps, and GameStop at 480 and above, possibly 1,000. So those are the projected, or at least my projected price per share for those both of those stocks. AMC probably going to 100 if that happens, and GameStop going to probably 1,000 if that happens. So let's look a little bit closer at metamaterials next. Okay, before moving on to metamaterials, I wanted to take a look at the stock XOS Incorporated. They're a EV manufacturer, I believe, based in America, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this stock has been at high points, as high as, what is that, $13? No, $16 when the hype was at its peak. But then it flatlined to a level that most SPACs are around when they open up, when they're offered to the public at $10, around that range, $9 to $11. So it flatlined at $10, and then all of a sudden it fell in mid-August all the way down to $6, $5.65 to be exact. So this is actually a pretty good buy when you consider it's one of the cheapest EV companies, especially if you're buying this between $5 to $6. That's expert mode for you, $5 to $6 entry point. Hard mode, you're looking at 6 to 7. And then normal mode, you're looking at 7 to 8, which it is right now. So this is actually a buy, even at this price. Looking at the last 5 days, $6 was a really good price, 6 to 650. Again, expert mode, and then 650 to 7 for your hard mode. And then normal, you're looking at 7 to even 8, or even 7 to 10, to be honest, because this stock is going to go right back up to $10. I have no doubt about that in my mind. This was actually normal for it to flatline and be at 10. So you're buying it at sub introductory prices. You're getting this at a fire sale, essentially. Maybe not a fire sale, but you're getting this at a great discount. And you would have got this at $5 to $6. You're getting the stock that was pretty much guaranteed to be $10, 50% off. And I didn't really identify this until now. So you know what? If you're bullish on this company, go ahead and buy some. I think you could do a lot worse than buying this company at a price where it is heavily discounted, being sub $10. So this is only temporary. This will probably go right back up to 10, perhaps even 16 and 20 once again. But this is a great price for XOS. You can see the average volume is not very high, Market cap is over $1 billion, which is good. And the volume was over 3 million today and was up 10%. So this has been steadily rising 10%, kind of 10% each day. So XOS, definitely approve of that. That is a Apex investor trade, not so much the other, IRNT and OPAD. The OPAD looks pretty good at that price, but I still think it is still more of a risk. This one has a lot less risk if you're getting into this. So this is definitely one of the stocks besides metamaterials that is a potential mover and shaker, one of the biggest and best investments you can make right now in the stock market, in my opinion, XOS. So let's get to metamaterials, look at their day, and they finished in the positive. Although not $6, it's still positive. They still had to cover, I believe, a lot of options at the $5 level. So they were not able to short this below $5. And I mean, they did, but they didn't keep it down. We actually saw a surge after noon where it went up above $5 and stayed there. They tried to short it again. It didn't work. It stayed above 5.10. So the support is pretty strong at $5, at least when we're looking at Friday. The volume was 35 million. So it was above average. So this could have squeezed to $6. It just was held down artificially with short laddering and, the hedge funds tomfoolery stuff going on there. So the range for today was 493 to 525. So this is biting very well for metamaterials. I'm very happy to be in the stock, and you can see after hours it's up a little bit too. So this is going to continue to go on a slow but sure tear. It's going up slowly but surely. We can see definitely when it was down at 280 to $3 range for practically a month, for most of the month of August and even July. It has not been below $4 for the whole month of September, which buys well for this channel as well. So I don't have to shut it down because that was my bet, my wager that I made, because metamaterials is the darling of this channel. Cover that mostly. So thank you. Let's move on to Twitter. I thought I was going to close the video, but let's just keep going. We have a lot more to look at. Wall Street Bets, I don't know if this is true or not, but they're reporting this individual here, Chinese individual, lost reportedly $27 billion. That means he's one of the world's richest people on the planet, isn't that what it means? And then the quote here, it's just hilarious. I just wanted to see how much money I had to lose to impress Wall Street Bets. So Colin Huang, I don't know if this is true or made up, but I'm going to just take it with a mountain of salt and say this is just made up and someone decided to fabricate the story, because I've never heard of this individual. So Wall Street Bets introduced 3 new stocks, which we're going to take a look at and see if they are worth the hype that is being drummed up for them. So there are 3 new ones. Buckle up. First stock is called ASTS. I know nothing about these companies. I'm not invested in any of them. Pretty much 99% of my portfolio, if you have seen my portfolio, is metamaterials. So ASTS is the first one, and the target, the goal today was to hit at least 1250 in order to start a gamma squeeze and then trigger another short squeeze at $15. So let's take a look and see, did that happen? That's going to be, here's the verdict. Did it hit 1250 today? Did it squeeze? And what does this company even do? What AST Space Mobile. Okay, is that like a SpaceX kind of thing? So it did hit 1250. So was the gamma squeeze triggered? The volume was only just above twice, 2 times the average of 2.5 million at 5.6 million. And the day's range was 1184 to 1320. So let's look at this chart. The more you zoom out, the more it makes sense in order to establish true levels of support and resistance. And then let's look at the last year, 52 weeks. All right, so this stock seemed to have started at September 20. Oh, actually, it seemed to be around even before that. So very clearly, you can see these levels of support and resistance. Right here is a very prime example of that. For some reason, it's just easier to see with less noise going on. So true support, Apex investor level, you're looking at $7 and below. $7 and below. And then if you're looking at the next tier, which is hard mode, so a hard Apex investor, no innuendo there, just saying a hard Apex investor, hard mode. Expert Apex investor, again, $7 and below. You're looking at 7 to 10 in your hard tier difficulty. And hard D, there's another innuendo for you there. Normal Apex investor, you're looking at medium normal. You're looking at 10 to, what's this, little 10 to 11. So if we zoom out a little more, we can see these levels are justified. What I said earlier, 7 and below, or 0 to 7 for your expert entry. You know what, let's just make that 7. Yeah, 7. Let's keep it at 7. And hard mode, hard Apex investor, 7. I don't know if that could be a shirt or not. 7 to 10. Maybe even 7 to 850. Let's make that 7 to 850. And then your normal mode, again, it's not a bad trade. Not saying anyone is not intelligent for doing this, but 750 to 10. Okay. So we haven't reached that level of support for normal mode of 10. And resistance is looking very clear to me at $25. Let's look at, yeah, $25 is resistance. Definitely hit 20 to 25 is your resistance for AST. So is this a good buy right now? No, I just told you the correct entry points are the best ones. And what does this company even do? I have no idea. Telecommunications, and they're based in Texas. Okay. So the next stock is Smile Direct. So we'll take a look at that next. That's the second stock they're saying will squeeze on Wall Street Bets, and we have 3 to cover today. So Smile Direct Club, I thought that was just a meme name, like welcome to the club, but it is actually the name of the stock, SDC, San Diego Comic-Con. You've got the average volume of 8 million. And today's volume was massive, 138. And the range was 635 to 742, which indicates this is really being shorted a lot, in my opinion. Market cap looks excellent at $2.6 billion. I know next to nothing about this company. Maybe it's a dentist company. I have no idea. Why is it Smile Direct? Okay. Looking at today's action. All right. Zoom out a little more. A little bit more. Yeah, I think we can see one level of resistance is looking like $6. And another, yeah, around $6 is your level of resistance, or I should say support. But what is true support? Oh, this one really fell. Okay. This is actually at a buy level right now. This is support. Yeah, this is, I like how it simplified the chart here. When you go to 5-year, you can see this chart very clearly what's going on here. Resistance is 13. You can see that twice. It hit 13.39 and then 13.28. So $13 is your resistance point, your resistance level. Sharp decreases there, and your support is 467. So Apex investor, expert Apex investor, you're looking at $4.60 as your entry point to maybe 470. And your next level, the hard mode or hard Apex investor, you're looking at an entry point of 470 to $5. And the next entry point, you're looking at $5 to $6. This is actually tough to really, yeah, 5 to 6. And then easy mode, you're looking at 6 to maybe 6 to 7. So this one is actually at support. You wouldn't be, it's not as risky buying it now. This stock will go to $13. You could double your money right now just buying this at this price. Because these levels are, again, what did I say? $5? No, it was 460. Okay, 460 to 5, and then 5 to 6. So expert apex investor, you're looking at 460 to $5, and then hard mode, $5 to 6, and then normal mode, 6 to 7, I believe. Yeah. And then easy mode, you're looking at 7 to 9. Yeah, 7 to 9, or even 7 to 8. So this is even below that level, which indicates, you know what, this wouldn't be a horrible stock to get into just based on the numbers, just on a numbers game aspect. Let me just review that one more time. This is kind of getting a little confusing, but expert mode 460 to $5, hard mode 5 to 6, normal 6 to 7, which is what we are now, and easy mode 7 to about $9. So those are your entry points for Smile Direct. What do they even do? We're going to find out once we scroll down here. Doesn't really tell us. Oral care. Okay, so they are related to dentistry, apparently. So that's an interesting stock there. So that actually is a good buy at that price. So let's look next at the third one that Wall Street Bets is going crazy about. Third meme stock that Wall Street Bets is pushing, called VLTA. Great name for a stock. VLTA Incorporated, for a company, I should say. The market cap is over 2 billion. The average volume 758,000. Today's volume way above that at 3 million. The 52-week range 8.4 to 18.33. Today's range $12 to about 14, and this was up just over 4% and another 1.7% after hours, which is a total of about 6%, over 6% now. Looking at the last year, okay, we can see the entry level here. Your entry point is pretty clear, at least to me it is. You're looking at an entry point of $8. $8 to $9 is your expert mode. Then the next tier, which is hard mode, 9 to 10. And then normal mode, you're looking at 10 to roughly, what's this number here, where it dipped, 10 to 1150. And then easy mode, 1150 to, well, maybe 12. Let's just say $12, just to give us a round number there. So this has broken support. I should say it kind of broke resistance a little bit as well. And resistance is looking like $15. So this is a chase right now. I would wait for this to drop if you're really bullish on this, or if you're feeling bullish about this, wait for it to go to $8 to $9 for expert mode. But again, if you're a little more bullish, you probably want to get into when it gets to $9 to $10 range, and then 10 to about 1150 for your normal mode. Easy, maybe 1150 to 12, even 1250. But no, that's still a risk. I wouldn't recommend buying that, even though I'm not a financial expert or advisor. I wouldn't advise that to buy that at this price, or even 1250. I would wait for it to go down to about 1150. You can see that. Look at this volume right here, just this huge surge at the 1150 point. So you can count on some support helping you out there at 1150, and then resistance at 15. But if I said this at this point, people would say, they would complain, what are you talking about? Support 1150. We broke 10 and then we broke 9 and went down to 892 or 842 at the low, just not too long ago. And then it surged. It's been surging. Let's look at the last 5 days. Yeah. So from $9, it just keeps going up and hit its peak today at 1434 and then was shorted. So this is a target for the shorts. All these stocks, we now have a pretty good idea. It's an EV company. So yeah, I'm very bullish on this now, knowing that it's an EV company. That's one of the sectors that has the most potential in my mind, besides metamaterials. But this one is already a lot more mature. It's a lot more ripe in terms of the industry itself. Metamaterials is still in its infancy, and we only have one company really spearheading that movement, that industry in metamaterials. Okay, so let's look at this meme. I just want to cover this meme one more time. I found it really funny. I wanted to cover this one more time, just for dramatic effect, just maybe for a bit of comedic relief, comedy relief. So a company you've never heard of, like IRNT. You have no idea what they actually sell. Okay, I'm a bit interested in that. Hasn't made any profit ever. Oh, the last one already plus 76% in the last 24 hours. Gamma squeeze, short squeeze. Let's go, baby. Come on, let's buy this up. So that's essentially Wall Street bets in a nutshell. Let's move on to metamaterials news and see what's going on there. Okay. Metamaterials subreddit, we have what seems to be a volume of 5.7 million after hours. So this is very good for the stock. Although we didn't win the war today, we did win the battle. We finished above $5. The war is, finishing above $6, eventually $8, eventually $10. That's going to happen whether the shorts like it or not. I mean, this company is backed by the federal governments of United States of America and Canada and other very powerful companies, probably who are bigger than the hedge funds such as BlackRock. I think Vanguard is another one. So the hedge funds are in a losing battle. They're just not losing at this moment in time, but they will eventually. It's going to take time, probably 6 months to a year to really see that happen. But this stock is, I'm the most bullish about this stock. This channel could be renamed Metamaterials channel, but I'm not going to do that because the stock market is much more than just metamaterials. That's just the truth of the matter. You have GameStop, you have AMC, you have a lot of other stocks like Tesla. So, but metamaterials is looking very good. Yeah, like that sleeping, maybe not a possum, more of a sleeping elephant, really. So we're going to look at some of these posts. We have 3 posts to look at. So let's get to that. Okay. In terms of news that was significant with metamaterials, just a lot of people posting positive kinds of posts without any substantial evidence or arguments to really back up their claims. But I'm going to just talk about metamaterials on my own right now and just say that of all these meme stocks or trending stocks that Wall Street bets are going crazy about, you have Smile Direct Club, the SDC stock about oral healthcare. You're looking at IRNT with cybersecurity. You're looking at OPAD with real estate. All these stocks are, biotech, for instance, another one. So those are just run-of-the-mill stocks. They're not really offering anything new in the stock market. We've got metamaterials, which is literally like a Tony Stark-like company. They're into the future of what seems like impossible. Cloaking technology. You're looking at laser beam windshields with anti-fogging, anti-icing or de-icing technology on your windshield. Like, you know how many lives that is going to save potentially if this technology delivers, it performs as advertised. So many people, including myself, when we drive and our windshields fog up or there's ice or just, visual impairment on your windshield is a very big safety issue. So just addressing that one little issue alone is going to, I believe, sets metamaterials apart from the rest of the pack. We have so many sectors besides EV medical, automotive, which is EV. So repeating myself, aviation, aerospace, defense, and military, uh, possibly helping with the semiconductor shortage with the chips and things like that. Looking at the shortage with EV materials, which metamaterials is essentially creating these materials out of not thin air, but making them artificially without having to depend on the actual supplies from other nations such as China. So all in all, I feel really good about this video. Please leave a like or a dislike, however you feel. And if you leave a dislike, I'd like to know, in the comments what I could do to turn that dislike to a like, and to get your subscription. If you have not subscribed yet, please do if you like to have more content like this. I really like this video. We looked at these possible short squeeze stocks or gamma squeeze stocks or whatever meme stocks that Wall Street Bets is offering. I think we really dissected them on a technical analysis level, looking at the charts, looking at true levels of support and resistance, free of charge. I believe there are people who offer this advice or these levels with a fee. Not about that on this channel. We just want to help the little guy out, which I'm also a little guy myself right now. So yeah, I'm going to watch this video just on my own, just because I'm interested in these stocks and just to see if I have some money left over, would I buy into one of these potential stocks? And I think we've identified a few, at least a couple that have entered a level of support and a pretty good entry point for some of these stocks, including the three that were just being pushed today promoted by Wall Street Bets. So that's all for this update. We've had an interesting week overall. Metamaterials, in my opinion, won this week. It didn't trigger a gamma squeeze or a short squeeze, but we're still healthy. We're still in the fight. And this is not a 1 week battle. This is not a 1 month battle. This is at least 6 month to 12-month battle. And we're going to see that unfold before our eyes. Metamaterials is going to reach previous heights of $10, possibly $20 into the future. So thank you again for your support. Have a great weekend, everybody. May God bless you all, and God bless your investments. See you on Monday.